Good evening and welcome. Just setting a couple of new bits and pieces up, something stuff around. New big screen to start with and to end with. Hey, haven't seen you for ages, Foxy. Or I haven't spoke to you for ages either. So some new things tonight. Look, we've got new not emote things. We have new subscriber badges, so there's a few new ones. Hi Smog, hi Jack, hi Kay, hi Ulfric, and Foxy. So first thing that you may notice is some of you have used our emotes with the decimator and stuff like that. Some of them didn't work very well. They had horrible white borders around due to some pleb editing them wrong. That has been now fixed and remedied, and some new ones made by Foxy in the channel. So we will have new ones. I don't think any of the old ones are left now, but we have to wait. Yeah, they've all gone. We have to wait for Twitch approval on them. Once Twitch approve them, then they'll be all good to go. So there's 4 follower ones, a tier 1 one, or 2, 1 tier 1 1 tier 2. Sorry, 4 tier 1, 1 tier 2, and 1 tier 3. So, sorry, I'm just catching up on coffee and stuff like that. So a bit of a, obviously I've had quite a bit to do today. Not got caught up. I've not sorted the giveaway out, so I'm going to actually do that live on stream, and maybe give some of you guys the choice of what to choose for the giveaway tonight, as well as a couple of bits and pieces to show you. I'm going to be painting the Bad Batch. You may have heard of them in a cartoony thing that they do. I picked up the STL file and I have printed these new, yes, all the new icons. So we've got, sorry, yeah, I was halfway through talking about that. So we've all got new subscriber badges. So Ulfric and Jack, because you are founders, you get the first. If you go into the settings, you can remove, thank you for the sub, Sarah. You can actually remove that first or the other one and end up looking like what? Ooh, I've not seen that one yet. Oh, that's, yes, there's loads of new emotes and stuff coming along. But the badges can be opened up, so there's like founder, and if you hover over your badge it says founder and 3-month subscriber for Jack and Ulfric. Foxy has swapped his for the orange stormtrooper, and also he's swapped his cheer, so he gets a cheer 1 as well. So when you've done 100 cheers, you get the other stormtrooper as well. And thank you. That automatically came up after the sub. I think it's a Twitch thing. Thank you for the donation, Ulfric. So I'm going to try and magically switch to the other version. Yay! And it had a bit of, so back to where everyone remembers. First things first. Let's have a look at. I've got a big pile of cards. Don't think we've had any new ones through this week. Hi Dale. I haven't sent your last lot. Oh, I think, let me have a look. It's not in them. He says, looking through all of the piles of stuff he's got on his desk, it's a horrific mess. So I have still got your set here, Ulfric. They didn't go out this week. Smog, you know about yours. They're to come over to you. And Dale, I've still got yours, mate. Yours are still here. I should have sent them back with Dave yesterday, but I forgot. So, worst comes to worst, they'll all go out next week. Or this week, sorry. Or to Dale. Right, I've got no idea, because I've still got the... I don't get any of them ones, the founder ones like that. So I just get the creator one, and then obviously the 3-month one. Foxy found it, but I think Foxy found it on... What's it called? On his computer. So I'm just looking through all of these cards. We're getting to the point where there'll be mixed batches of stuff that come out rather than 3 identical ones. So I think I've got a couple of those plastic nice Vader ones from K to give out, if I can find any more. K's. More of K stuff. Right. So let's have a look through. Should we put some Rebel-y stuff in? There's the Vader. So I've got a full set of 3 Vaders. Could put them in. K2SO again. Loads of them ones. They're no good because they're foreign. They should be in another pile. And so I've got 3 plastics. They're Rebels. So should we go with 3 plastics or 3? Tell you what. Let's have it. Let's have some of the really, really nice ones. So, how do they look? I'm just looking for some bits and pieces of... Trying to offset it with a bit. They're all yours anyway, Kay, mainly, normally, usually. So these are going to be for the donation, the tier 3 donation goal. I just need to find something for the lower ones. So this is my thought process every week. So oh, they're all different. I've got them. I didn't know I had that Maul and Obi-Wan. I think did I buy these ones off you? Okay. Hey, Philmate. Right, so let's have a Stormtrooper. A Stormtrooper. 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 DLT, a DLT, and a DLT. So, Legion is Imperial, other than... Yeah, I'm really, really, really that way inclined at the moment. Okay. The days are blurring into days rather than a named day. So, that's 3. 1 more X-Wing. What X-Wing? Any requests on X-Wing? Palpatine, Rockets, Blue Squadron Pilots, Resistance, Cassian, some other ones. Don't even know what them ones are. Let's have a Procket each. So I've got 3 of them. and we'll push the boat out this week. He says, seeing if he's got 3 of them. 3 of them as well. So this week is 5 cards as standard. And then I can sit down next week and sort out all the piles of them. I still need 3, don't I? What's 3? Right, that's an idea. Let's have some card sleeves. As you can see, I'm very, very, very prepared for this evening. I've actually been out today. Went out. So, the prizes for the raffle today are a Stormtrooper upgrade card and the Z6 Trooper stroke DLT. X-Wing one is a Blue Squadron Scout and a set of Prockets. So they're for everyone if you win the raffle. So all you have to do to win that raffle is enter the raffle at 8:30 when we go live with it, and have enough credits to buy Imperial credits to buy tickets. So tickets will be 100 each, as usual. Anyone who has subbed will also get a free ticket on top of that. So if you're a sub, I will give you 1 of each. So there's 2 Darth Mauls and a Darth Vader. So you'll get to choose. So if you win, I'll throw a sub person 1 of them in as well. So that's the tier 2. And the tier 3 is if you donated a £5 tonight, at least a £5 tonight. I don't mind if you donate more. I will give you, on top of your raffle winnings, a Spot Gloss credit card, Shore Trooper and Rebel Veteran card. But this is for anyone that has donated this evening. So, as I said, followers, if they win the raffle, will get that. If you're a subscriber, you get that as a bonus if you win the raffle. And if you've donated a £5 or more tonight, you will get that one as well. But that's got rebels on the other side, if there's any rebel type people bothered. Yeah. So that's the credits and all of that malarkey dealt with. I can have a little bit of rest from that. So, as some of the regular follow... Look, Jack! Still got it to do. I might do it tomorrow. I've got a lot of up-and-comings, bits and pieces that we're working on. And I've got to say this, it's a massive thank you to Foxy for all of his help with emails and getting stuff sorted over the last week and a half. We have had some great responses and some interesting collaborations that we're going to be doing, whether it be brushes, paint, 3D printed products. There's a lot that we've got lined up, which includes a lot of bigger giveaways. Yay, my big beardless beast. So yeah, we've also had some release news. So there's some bits and pieces coming out that I'll be painting for the first time on the stream. Possibly some Keyforge to be opening. Oh, sorry, mate. So some of the things that we've done this week ourselves, before any of the sponsorship or any of that sort of malarkey. Some of you will have seen this beast. So this is fully resin printed on our new machine, and it's for Fallout. It's a scenery piece, but it's huge chunk of resin. So we're going to be painting that one up at some point. That's Modificus's Fallout. We've got these guys that you're going to see quite a bit of tonight, which are the Bad Batch. They're not the Bad Batch, but they are the Bad Batch. I did myself a Thanos bust that I'm going to be painting, and that is the quality that's coming off this printer. I don't know. So you can see very small lines, but by the time this is I've got to clean up the back where it was supported in the resin tank, like that sort of angle, and goes up and down, and it has come out beautifully. So that's going to be one to paint. Really want to be painting that one. You might be able to see these guys a bit better. I need to get some silver paint down on them so they show up a bit, but these are fantastic. They're in the right scale for Legion, so next to K2SO. I think one of them could do with being a bit beefier. A couple of lads that I've spoke to have said they've done it at 115%, so we've got that. This is Gontac. It's a Kickstarter that we've backed. Again, it's one. I haven't cleaned this one up. I've done two. We're going to be doing a bit more on that. We're going to get some bits through from the Kickstarter. So other things, we've got a couple of brush companies sending their stuff through for us to have a look over. Hopefully a couple of paint companies that have said that they would be interested. We've also got a 3D print, which might, I don't know, it's either we're going to do it tomorrow night or over the weekend, but I've got a full 3D printed building to paint on the live stream. They sent us the STL files over, and we need to get it all basically put up. So it's a stream sponsored by them. But so far, the building is phenomenal. So that's the building work. The building then has a sign, so the sign can be that one, which is flaring the camera again, or the bigger version, and yeah, it's because it's black. So this all needs priming. It needs a bit of a sand, get rid of some of the bits that I haven't finished cleaning up yet, but then it gets a donut on the top of it. So we've resin printed the 3D donut. So yeah, that's going to be possibly tomorrow night, possibly Monday or the weekend. I don't know yet. So, the Bad Batch. These are Skullforge miniatures. Yeah, it really did. It come out fantastic. So, the Bad Batch, I won't spoil it, but these are from there's a line of them in the Clone Wars. So, three of them. I've saved myself because I haven't watched it yet, so I'm going to be trying to catch up over the weekend. I've got 2 sets to paint. I'm going to use my usual technique. Base black. I was going to do a full chrome and then wash it back, but because of needing quickness, we are going to use a dry brush, one of our dry brushes. So this is one of our usual dry brushes. And dry brush pad. No fill, I had a load left over. I've done a lot of conversions for people and put them onto scenic bases and stuff like that, or the premium bases. So a couple of shout outs over on the Facebook groups. Hi Simon, good to see you. So close that one back down. So yeah, hi Reese. We're getting a lot of the files from Skullforge through at the moment. I did print them on the STL printer ages ago for someone. So this is more of a coat to get some. I can't even see that at the moment. Some definition to all of the. It's a really nice print. A really nice STL file. And it's got some cool detail. But doing this, I can then highlight with the grey and get the grey colours properly where they need to be, but still have all of the underlying shading done on the grey and on the black bits. I'm sure someone in the chat will know who each one of them is. That's it. I know they're the Bad Batch. I know they're in season 7 of the Clone Wars, but I've not got much further than that yet. So that's, it's not very clear, that. Is that better? Yeah. So you can start to pick out some of the bits where it's failed or isn't perfect, but as I say, these are 3D printed in a garage in Teesside. They're never going to be GW standard or FFG standard, whichever you want to reference it to. So if I remember rightly, this guy's got a lot of white paneling. Looking at the pictures, pistol, yes. So, but first off, I'd like to get all of the underline, and if I go too far, again, I can back it back off with the, and I probably will with the airbrush and that null in wash, unless I want to keep. I think some of the details get covered up quite well. So I've approached the question to Skullforge. I know I can't sell these, I can't paint these and sell these painted, but I have asked the question that if one of my customers was to buy the files, and I can actually double check that they have bought the files, am I then allowed to print it for them, basically to save time coming from the States, because I know the Skullforge stuff takes quite some time for from the States. I've not had anything back yet, but hopefully they will be happy enough to, if someone buys the file, they're basically paying for the license on it. I think that's how a lot of the companies are working at the moment, private printers and stuff like that, to help people out that want stuff that can't get the actual printers themselves. And a big shout out to Ben as well, who helped me, tried to help me find some better cleaning products rather than IPA. It just seems to be that we're, for some reason, we're a lot more expensive on some of the cleaning products that they get in America, like Simple Green and stuff like that. Simple Green in America is £5 for a gallon, which is 5 litres, and it's brilliant for cleaning the resin. In the UK, it's £100. No idea why, but it not be cheap. Yeah. I'm just a bit dubious about, because a lot of the people that have been using the water soluble get a higher failure rate, and doing this is the first time I've had any sort of decent success rate, so I'm not wanting to change anything where possible. I did 2 sets of the bad batch. I say I've got 1 set for myself once painted, and then one of my friends wants a set. We're just trying to work out the details with Skullforge for it. If I remember rightly, these can get quite expensive getting them into the UK. I've not had any personal experience from it, but if you're spending 30-40 quid on Skullforge, you're going to get hit for import, where you don't get import duties on a file that gets sent over the interwebs. Hopefully. Right. So I need some more up in the chest cavity. Yeah, there's a couple I want to try out, because I've seen there was some luminous green clear. I really fancy doing that. I've also bought the file to do lightsabers, and I've got clear red resin, but there's also a full file there to do about 20 lightsabers in one pop, so that might be something Kay might be interested in. So that's the 4. Clean that. I say, when we were doing these were mainly as a test for the washer and the new liquid. So the difference between ones that have printed really well and ones that didn't clean up well enough, as you can see, his face has gone to a blob, where that one's got some detail from the side piece. Not that you can see with it being, but all of this here is basically what it is. If you don't clean the resin off when you then you've got to harden it fully after the print process. And I believe it was sat like that, all the liquid resin dribbles down to this edge and sits there like a blob, and then when you either leave it for a little while or put it into the UV tank, it goes hard and it just leaves blobs everywhere. So that one was a bit of a mess. That one not so much. That seems to have, wherever the blobs appeared on that one, I think that one's alright-ish. You can just see round here the detail compared to the detail's just not as sharp. So and then that one, the front's gone all blobby. You see, it still looks wet. It's not wet, it's just, so yeah. New cleaning material. We tried to, and Ben sorted us out. He was spot on, really helpful. unfortunately, it was just one of those things. It didn't work, so we decided that it's not going to be that useful. But we'll find something one day. So there's a red stripe down his chest where I'm not going to be able to get to, which is there. I might get that. His whole face is white. So there's like a white mouth thing. This one as well. So that's white. Slightly different paneling, but they're white. The chest plate's white. So I'm going to use some of my super duper white. I'm going to use the Chimera colours. Super high pigment white. And something. I want super white. Yeah, well. So, I'm going to move that out because it does mess the camera up a bit. There is a band, I think that's a complete band under his arm. And the same again on this side. You know, I could do with this white being washed out a bit, so I'm going to thin it quite a bit, because looking at it, it is a washed out faded white with, and I don't want to have to put too much of a wash over it, so I'll just put it on lightly. It might, nope, it's definitely picking up all of it. Get those panels. So it's going to have to be I can't see under the belt because he's got a belt on in the pictures that I've seen, so I'm just going to presume that that is all white as well. Let's have the back panel white. And there we go. Chest plate a little bit brighter. Slightly brighter, not too much. At the sides. When we bought the printer, we've got a money off coupon for some prints at the Minis factory, and I hadn't seen this code or anything to use when I first bought the printer. I just found it in a packet today. Looking at it, there is some really, really nice prints in there. Have I got the wrong? I think the helmet's slightly wrong, but it's not meant to be them. Let's go with that. Yeah, there's some really nice resin prints. There's some of the ones that stuck out was the personnel carrier from Aliens. The one where they basically end up ramming it back out of the complex that they go into that's been taken over by the aliens. And it was like, it just does look fantastic. But that's going to be one hell of a print on the resin. Is it the ATV that they call it, Joe? I think there's a proper name for it, but it might just be ATV or ATV troop transport. Throw some washers into those bits. Good evening, Snowy. So bit more there. What I'm going to do is where the white it's very thin, so it has gone through onto bits that I didn't want it to, so I'll tidy that up with a wash in a bit. So panels and leg armour and stuff like that I think look okay in the silver. So he needs some freehand work on the helmet. I hate freehand work. So taking all of that as able to see it. Clean that up a bit. So it goes out via his cheekbones, so and then I can't see any lines across his head. Oh, it does. So there's a line straight down the back of his head. Tatooine, waste your farmers. Yes. Quite a thick line. And then that goes across there. So again, once obviously once this paint settles, it should. So what I will do is, as I said, I'll just go back over it and touch up some of the lines with some wash. He's the sniper. He has red arm, red things, but the rest of him isn't much different to that. There's a very thin red stripe down his helmet there, but not much different. So for the red, he says looking around for super duper red. So this is foundation red. Let's see how thin I can get this line. So that's the center. That's about as thin as the line is on the picture. That's chili red. All the chili red. That's cool. I haven't had anything in chili red for a while, Jack. So it needs a little bit extra down there. Right. There we go. So that across there, and there's a line down part of the armor, so that's his fist, so it's that line there. There's a line. Down the armor there. So they all have it down the chest plate, which I can't get to very well. Shock horror. It has managed to put the line down, which I'm impressed with. So that's that one. He's got the one with the one eye there. So shoulder pad is red there. Nothing on that pad. And metal down there. So that looks actually quite accurate. Increase the size of the red because it's just not visible as it. There we go, a little bit of a thicker line. That's fine there. He has. There's another picture of him. He has loads more red on him on that one. I think this is going to be a case of a lot of poetic license because the three pictures that I've got all have a considerable difference on them. There we go. Line down there, line down the centre of the chest. He has a pauldron line. I'm going to give him the pauldron line as well. There we go. Pauldron line, red, nothing on there. Do need something in his eye socket for that, because he does definitely have the, yeah, he has like a targeting scope in his eye. See if I can pick up on that. That's yeah, an F4 pilot's helm. So this is one where I can definitely get to the chest plate. Have you been doing any more painting this week, Jack? Another line over the helmet again. Hype train. Even I've been painting this week, lots and lots. I know it's my job and that, but not that I've particularly wanted to. So this week is my last week of, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 models left to do for commission painting, and then it is just about done. I have certain people that I'm going to keep doing the bits and pieces for, but the general off eBay and that sort of stuff, I won't be doing it anymore. It'll just be friends and such like. More red lines. It's not very good focus today. Is that better? So that blade needs to go to, it is a shiny silver blade. It is just Stormtrooper armor. So he does have the line down his shoulder, but I'm never going to get a skull on that, so that will have to do for that one. Let's see if there's any other pictures that I can pick up bits from. So he has one pauldron red, or at least the bottom, that half. It's, compared to other stuff, it's smooth. So I am struggling with a couple of things where I usually use very thin paint. Just remember, I'll get you back the next Sunday you do, Mark. And I know where you live. The resin's great to paint. The only problem I'm having there is, I don't know if you can see it, is it's gone outside the line. Because I'm using the paint really thin like I usually do, and it's blotching a bit, so it is going to take a little bit more cleaning up than I'm used to, but that's because I'm not used to painting the resin. But it's super smooth and nice. That's not wash. Where's my wash gone? There we go. So let's get a bit of it. Cool. So a bit of wash on puts a lot, it like defines a lot of it. It clears up a lot of the mess and puts the pepper pot faceplate back to pepper pot. It needs some red on, but I think that's cracked it a little bit. Yeah. So hopefully this should work the same for this guy. Yeah. In fact, doing exactly like I did on the other one. Get it in all, yeah, the whitey grey colour. And then fill any of the edging. That looks a bit better. So with the white, it was bright white, but from the pictures there's a dirty whitey grey colour. So the simple thing of the pure null-in wash takes the white back to grey, but also gives some highlight, some shadow definition to where you've painted the white. There we go. Is bet. There we go. Need to go back over them with the red bits. I said before where I've messed up and got the red, I've just dropped some null-in into the areas, and with any luck that should fill the gaps where the red's slipped into. Yeah, that's better. Back to what it was. Yeah. Darken that down a bit. Just a bit too bright in some of the places. That knife needs, I'll just use some Necron compound because it's here, and I'll use it as a paint, thin it a bit. Yep. Necron compound's a great paint. If you thin it a bit, the silver's absolutely amazing. There you go. So, what time have we got? 8 o'clock. I'm going to have 2 seconds. I'll zoom out so people can see the bench and the mess that I've made. Drink. That's that done. So Mark, what do you think of these? And that just shows you how big this thing is compared to one of the Legion figures. It's a solid lump as well. That's a huge chunk. Yeah, right. Also started painting one of these, Mark. Is that the resin one or is that the... I don't know which is which. Yep, that's the resin one. Yeah, wait. If you could only see beyond that little grey square, mate. Yeah, well, I've been using that to test, to actually practice the stippling. I've been watching a couple of videos with the... I thought I'd killed it there. The Artist Opus stippling stuff. I need a lot more practice before I start showing it off and like showing how it works and stuff like that. But it's got some nice blue. It's a good job that these are like rusted to be, or destined to be rusted and destroyed and that sort of thing. I haven't done the APC yet, Phil. I think it's the only one I don't own. Or do I own? I think I might have it. I don't know. I keep forgetting which ones I do and don't have. Yeah, it's just one of those. I was like, do I have it? Done. I didn't order it, I don't think, just in case. I will have a look later. The Bad Batch. I do like them. What else have we printed? Oh, obviously, my lovely Thanos. That's still dripping. That's still leaking. I've got it over a thing. Oh, I didn't show you everyone the... Yeah. So, we're also doing... I don't need to change that. The scenery... One of the collaborations that we're doing is going to be for some scenery pieces, and one of the scenery pieces is the Donut Worry Shop. A little bit more brightness. Okay. And the Donut Shop usually has all of this done in PLA, FDM machine, so I've actually done it in resin. It is hollow. I didn't do it in solid, not like the tank. I wanted the tank to be a beast. So I'm possibly going to be doing this tomorrow night. I need to get some primer down on it, and a couple of bits of smoothing down here where the donut isn't perfectly smooth yet. But yeah, the resin printer's been hammering stuff out. We're looking at doing some accessories to go into buildings. So we've done some windows. Now these, I've got a lad. No, I didn't, Phil. My tank is a absolute beast. It's probably it's about, I think I worked out, it's 450 grams of resin in it. Don't need to hollow everything out. I wasn't going to hollow the busts out, but the Thanos one I just did it as it's hollow. But I feel like it should have a lot more weight, so I might redo the Thanos and do it solid. It's a tank. Yes, it is, and it weighs a ton. Yeah, I know. Yeah, when I was doing it, the first one I forgot was the turret. I didn't do the body hollowed because I wanted it like really good, and then I thought, right, you know what? I'll hollow the turret, and then totally forgot. So the rest of it's the tracks and everything are just solid because solid's better. What was I going to do? Some other bits and pieces. Well, they need to dry properly before I go sticking brushes onto them. I've lost an Iden Verso. Either I'm being very blind or Iden's run off. So that's the droid. Ah, she's on a stand, that's fine. That bust, oh sorry mate, I know you like, that bust is free from Thingiverse. I don't know if it's got commercial thingy attached to it or anything like that, but that is obviously that scale compared to a but you can download the file for this for free. I can't remember though if it does have I can't see it on my worktop either. Still working. Houses. Thanos supported, so I've definitely had Thanos kicking about on the table. Repaired. I'm not sure. I would probably have to double check. I don't think we can sell it though. I think it's one of those ones. If you, this is the big grey area. If you can prove that you haven't just took one of their products and reused it and built it, if you can actually prove that you sculpted it from scratch or sculpted it from the start sort of thing, then you can actually claim fan art rights on it, very much like the alt art cards that us lot do. You can, as long as the artwork isn't just gleamed straight off their product, then I think you can claim it as fan art, and under that you get certain, you get your own certain rights for it. But I just don't want to really go delving deep into too much more, other than, yes, if it's got a certain badge, I can stick it up and sell it. If it hasn't got that badge, then I just stay clear. It's not worth all of the hassle, all of the bad publicity, all of being shouted at to gain a couple of quid here and there. So, as I say, I've spoke to Skullforge about doing these, and with the thing of, I'm hoping that they say if I get the customer or get my customer to buy the file, send me the file, I print it for them and paint it for them, then we're operating within what they would like us to do. Thank you for... I just noticed that, Snowy. Thank you for the donation, Snowy. What I'll quickly do is, while I've got the camera up there, so tonight's giveaway is a set of 4 cards as usual. So there'll be 3 sets of 4 cards. So there is a Proton Rockets Extended Art card for X-Wing, a Blue Squadron Recruit, yeah mate, for X-Wing. We have one of the harder and harder to get Stormtrooper upgrade cards for Legion, the DLT 19 Trooper upgrade, and the Z6 Trooper upgrade. It's something to do with ships and wings, something like that. I think it's a new EA game that's coming out soon, Squadrons or something like that. So I have 3 packs of them to give away today. 1, 2, 3. So the raffle will be at 8:30. 100 points a ticket. 10 tickets maximum. Subs get an extra ticket. Yeah, before the end of times and all that. If you're a subscriber, I'm going to throw in one of the 2. You can either have a Darth Maul card or a Darth Vader card. I've got 2 Darth Maul and 1 Vader from the lovely K himself. They're double-sided, so Darth Vader, and the other one has Obi-Wan on. So they're for the subscribers. That's a bonus. If you subscribe, then and win the raffle, you will get one of them. If you have donated tonight, I will then also throw in I will also throw in one of these, which is the credit card one. You're big into Star Wars miniatures. Yeah, ARC Troopers are next month, and not sure about the Commandos. I've not picked up, but ARC Troopers are due next month. Next month. Just double checking. We've just had the sheets through to say we can discuss it now. So yes, they are available next month. I need to do a quick dry brush on Aiden. Get some, because I'm going to do a bit of hair brush on her. Yeah, something like the 17th of July, which is pretty good. There was a few. There's Padamame. So that, yeah, there's Padamame. Cad Bane, ARC Troopers, and the BX. Is it the BX2? BX Commando droids. Yeah, Cad Bane, mate. The banest of Cads. Yeah, BZ, that's it, not BX. Thank you, Joe. Sorry, I should be, yeah, I really do fancy. He looks like a really nice character to paint, so it's going to be one. Obviously, I'm not doing commissions, but I'm going to really love painting them to sell. Again, this is why I'm painting Iden Verso, because the last one that we put up sold in about 10-15 minutes, so I haven't had any painted Idens up on for a while. So we'll get this one quite thick. I can wash this back down. Well, I'll wash this back down with nulling back to black with silver undertones, like I usually do with all of my, like I've just done with them actually. I just haven't washed them back because they need a bit more grey than usual. So why is that? Yeah, I'll pop over in a bit to abuse. Say hello to you. Oh, her. Sorry. That. You've got too many Lord and Masters, mate. I thought you went about Thomas. Oh, Tom. Wow, I keep getting him mixed up with the other Tom. Right, so... Ah, right. Say hello to him first. I'll pop in before I disappear. I'll try another one of those things where we all go over and cause mayhem for 10 minutes. Right, so she can go back up there for now. A little droid dude can go there. So for a quick paint job, they're pretty quick and easy to do. I know that I'm only doing them so that they're quickly done for the tabletop. Is that good? Yeah, that's good enough for me to do the red. So back to better glasses, I think. So he has a white line. So just catching the line down the back of his armour. Does it go around his elbow and up his... It does. So I've seen two different versions. One's got white panel armour down there and the other one's got black. So I'm doing the black. He's got a line down his forehead and down the centre of his helmet as well. That comes through onto his nose, which is going to be a pain. You might lose it here for a second while I do that. A bit more right in the centre. So like that down. Just remember that tastes awful. And then the same on the other arm. So the top part of the pauldron is actually red, and one front panel there, back panel isn't. I can't see if he does have a white line down his chest as well, like the rest of them. Nothing down the back of his arm. I can do some shiny stuff in there with glow effects. So, transparent brown. So I'm just going to pick up some of the belt parts in. It's the same brown as I use for the speeder bikes. It's a bit it's like clear brown. I think it's transparent brown, and it just lets some of the silver come through to give it a highlight. But also you don't have to massively cover it. It's just a quick light coat of it. There we go. Get more in there. Belt done. So can I get a happy medium? Because I know too close is too bad, and there you go. Right, back with the wash again on him, just to try and get some. Time is it? 20 past. I've still got 10 minutes. So try and get a little bit of wash down in that gap there. And in the breather. So, oh, nearly knocked it over. So, darker in the chest plate. I think that was dark. Yeah. So, try and get some bits down the side. Puts a lot more definition onto it. It gives the red line. A bit of a wash on that one. Elbow. Oh. Go. Yeah. And again, these are just quick paint jobs just to see what they come out like. I've still got a lot on him to do because that face mask's going to be interesting to paint. Line down the chest, line down both arms. Some of these are red. That's quite a bit on that one. So the washes have taken nicely to that. I think the gun needs to be more silver. A bit of washing that. Cool. Nice. Dulled blade. That's super shiny. And the sniper. So the sniper will definitely get jeweled. Scopes. The lines of... I need some in there. So just a little bit of... each one of the lines of the bar. And that'll blend that nicely. There we go. So looking at him, he's got little or no other colour. Obviously stealth sniper. And even a lot of his grey panels are black. No chest, so it, yeah. I'll try and wash that down a bit. If I had it any black, you wouldn't be able to bloody see it. It'd be just a base black colour. So it needs the silver to pick out the edges. Or it'd have no definition to it. There we go. So, I don't think I even set up the yeah, nope, I didn't. Oopsie. Let me have a quick flick through to the twitchy things. Cloud. It is Wednesday night, isn't it? It is. Edit. Yep. 100 points, 100 credits a ticket, maximum 10 tickets. Cool. That's 2.5 tickets, Paul. Yeah, my close-up glasses. I was looking at the screen. That. Oh, I think I've eaten too much. I had a full, huge tiger loaf yesterday, and it's killing me. Let's have a look. Some other bits and pieces. Oh, excuse me. I've been doing a Vader over the last couple of days. I've got bits to finish off on him. Shh, I had that as well. I had a kebab and garlic tomato bread. They were mighty fine. Mighty fine. I'm a growing lad. Stop fat shaming me. And I haven't even we haven't started it yet. God. Yes, it was a giant kebab. Snowy. Giant kebab. Look, you've started everyone off now. And obviously, being a smoggy, you can't count. Because they're 100 points each, mate. Come on, Dean. You're still not going to get 10 raffles for 2 reasons. There's 3 minutes till the raffle starts. And they're 100 credits a raffle ticket. So you're early and you haven't got enough monies. Right, while we're here and I can remember, I need to stick some wash that. Oh god, that bloody tank's heavy. Don't you start him off wanting bacon sandwiches. He's had malt loaf. That's never going to work with that brush. Why did I even... So I'm just playing around with some windows from... it's a friend of mine, but a close friend of Snowy's. Don't start with a malt loaf. What about bacon and malt loaf? I can see someone getting a visitor in the next half hour. Someone posted on my feed this morning, or it came up on my feed, they posted it on their Facebook. Oh, they're quite nice then. That they were just sitting down to bacon and pancakes with maple syrup. Yeah. God, look at Dale as well. Such disgraceful behaviour. Dale sat there, he's not been listening to the stream, and he comes along 1 minute early, and so I'm going to try this. I'm going to go to my new screen. See if this goes completely horribly wrong. There we go. Hello everybody. And I'm going to start the giveaway now. There we go. Arg giantly. Oh. A giantly in space. Look. Oh, wrong way. Such a nice pillow. I don't know if there's anyone in the chat that was asking about an update on the chair, but yeah, the chair's amazing. It's sorted my bad backside, and it's also sorted out my bad back. And it's good to fall asleep in. It's a velour. Well, I obviously bought the chair, and I've used it because I liked it so much. Joe has now bought one as well, and I think that's what should happen in a household. If someone gets something nice and shiny and the other person likes it, I think they should also be allowed one. Don't you, Sarah? The raffle is open, by the way, if people want to put the raffles on. I can't understand why Paul seems to have lost all of his credits. what was that, Foxy? They're not. They're only expensive when it's for big people like me. They do them down at, I think, 350 mark for the same chair, just not extra sized. I'm not encouraging her. I bought Jaws for her, so I just think it's right. Love you, Foxy. Oh, I'll just have a quick look at something. Oops. So that's it for tonight's stream. What was I going to do? Yay! Good evening, Bean. There's some really nice coloured ones as well. I know I couldn't get a coloured one because of the size, but there's esports editions, there's special editions, some really nice ones out there. There's a nice Overwatch one. There's a nice Batman one as well. I did like the Batman one, but they don't do it in huge me size, which I think's wrong. Do like the orange ones. There's an orange one called Amber and an orange one called G2. Or G2, that's that team that you like in League of Legends, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not looking, can't look. I've already got mine. Oh. Yeah, their team's really their Secret Labs chair is really nice, black and orange. You know, black and orange, that, but they don't do it in the bigger sizes. So who's taken an interest in Squadrons? I don't know if anyone knows, but I may have pre-ordered it. Pre-ordered it for the PC. I could do with a sneak to keep myself awake. It does look sweet. Is it Saturday? There's more information of in-game footage and stuff coming out. It'd be cool if it's crossplay, because then I don't have to be sad. Oh, is it tomorrow, the game pit? I knew it was soon. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that'll definitely be tomorrow. Cool. So I'll just do one last run through of the prizes for tonight. Anyone who enters and is a follower... Oh, God, I need to switch back to my other. Anyone who enters and is a follower, if they win, they will get a Blue Squadron Scout, a proton torpedoes. Sorry, proton rockets, in fact. The Stormtrooper upgrade card for Legion Stormtrooper Squad, and the DLT 19 Trooper upgrade, but that also dual sides to the Z6 Trooper for the terrorists. I'm going to sneeze in a minute as well. Ouch. Oh. So, yes, them. I will quarantine these cards for 10 days before sending them out now. 11 days. That was quite bad. I could have muted it up there. Anyway. Sorry, people. Something's got up my nose. So anyway, if you are a subscriber, I'll give you the option of a freebie Darth Maul or Obi-Wan card. Sorry, Darth Maul and Obi-Wan, or a Vader and Vader. Oh, good shout. Yeah, so they're available. Anyone who made a donation tonight, which is Ulfric and Snowy, will also be up for winning a Snowtrooper Spot Gloss, which doubles as a Rebel Veterans Spot Gloss. These are still quite... these are the kits that haven't been run yet. I know at Beanies we've not managed to run these yet, so we've still got them at Beanies to run. But they are top 2 prizes, so 1 and 2 get them. We were very lucky to get these from a couple of players in America who decided to sell their stuff over to us. Got a few of them. Also, if we... How long have we got? We've got 13 days left and £50 left in the stretch goal. If we hit the stretch goal, we will run another quick one. And off the back of the quick one, there will be shiny dice again. We still have the 2 packs of shiny dice to give away. I've not let them go anywhere. So once we get through to the super stretch goals... Oh, that's nice. Super stretch goal. That'll be next in the list. Oh. Right, so we have 8 people so far. Are you still here, by the way, Bean? Captain D-Man. Dan. Or Bean. Because you've still got those 2 lots that I need to send to you. Well, I'm not going to send any of these out for at least 3 or 4 days, and any types of germs can be cleaned off. I'm going to have a drink, though. Oh, that's better. Excusez-moi. So, when I do the 3D print stream for the painting and stuff like that, I'm also going to show people the software and bits and pieces that we've used to compile it and build it and that sort of stuff. So it's going to be another new screen and try some new bits and pieces out. Other than sneezing like mad. I do actually like them. So I'll get some bits and pieces finished on them. Again, just quick tabletop bits and pieces that we're doing. Nothing. I would like to try and do the Thanos bust. That will be pushing my skill level quite a bit. I don't know how good this one is. I promised Snowy I'd have a play with this, see what it was like. So this is the new Vallejo Mecha colours that I bought a couple of to try. It's meant to be bronze. Actually, look, going straight over the dry brush there, it actually gives it like a heated metal colour, which actually looks quite good. Needs another wash, but so if I do that, yeah. Dry brush and a wash on that. But so I'll use the bottom of the truck. Oh no, we've got the old test piece. Running out of black. So the coverage isn't too bad for a metallic. For a bronze, it's, I'd still say it's a bit thin. Straight over black, it's got a little bit visible through. Over the white, yeah, it coats the white really well, which is usual. Yeah. But I've bought the, it's obviously for the coupe when we do it. I have got dark rust wash to lash all over it, and then some engineering soot brown, but because that was just the base coat, I do have the metallic blue to go over it. So it is a metallic blue, it just, I think it needs about a week's worth of shaking. Yeah. Yeah, let's have a stipple while we've got, how long have we got for you guys to finish throwing all of your Imperial credits away? It is 13 minutes. So my plan was doing the stippling effect with the blue metallic to get but when I looked at it, putting the blue metallic through. I could do with the popper board out for this. And leaving some of the normal paint to come through. It looks like the paint's blistered, and then obviously with the wash I should be able to give some good rust effect. I don't need to add silver because I want it as patchy as anything. Does that make sense? So the metallics come through, but not everywhere. Then obviously I'm going to do this with some rusting colours as well afterwards. It should. Give some good effects. Here we go. Right, I'll give that 5 minutes to dry. That could come up really cool. Well, the board's right here. For cleaning it and everything. So this is the Artis Opus board that you use, and obviously there's the blue from the last time. Silly me. I don't think I'll be using flight sticks. I don't think I can. No, Foxy, stop it. Right, there is 7 minutes left. Let's have a look at this. That's metallic red. Where's the brown gone? Dark rust wash. Let's see how well this stuff works. So, the idea is just to not biting. I'm not biting. I've just had to buy a new mouse. You remember, you're trying to play my games now. What I want to do is quickly to rub some of that back off and clean down some of the panels now with yeah. So I just go about picking up bits of raised areas with the cleaner. Obviously I'm going to do something with the windows, but I like the way it gives you a bit of so you've got a bit of a chance to actually get some of it off. Yeah, I do like that. So obviously it's dried around that edge now, so you're obviously never going to get a perfect rust thing, but we do like that. You get some random swirls of rust in it, and then some heavy rust there, some heavy rust around the boot area there. Just stippling it after. So for a quick 2-minute rust effect, I do actually like that. Obviously I need to do the windows. I don't know how to... How would you do windows? Black it out with... blacked out windows that are all dirty or something like that. Would a contrast work on it? Let's try some of the side windows while we've got a minute or so left. So that's just... the black contrast pen. Yeah, I'll let that dry on those two and see how it comes out. Right, I'll put the painting implements away and have a quick look over. Oh, I had my reading glasses on. So we've had 10 entries, 86 tickets again. Let's have a look. Ooh, cool. So 3 winners. So the first sub gets the first choice of the sub cards, or the first person gets the choice, and then so on and so forth. So I've got no idea how to check for subs either at the moment. We never looked at that, did we, Foxy? Yeah, but I think even people, if they've subbed for 1 month, if they let it lapse, does they lose their icon? Yeah, I can I've got the list here in front of me, going back to what 8th of the 5th, so it needs to be 16th of the 5th Yeah, I've got no idea. If Zoe was here, I could see hers. So 15th. So anyone on 15th. So 17th on it over. There's not that many of you anymore. So, tickets. Picking winner number 1. And the first pack of these goes to... I need somewhere to write it on there. K-Mate. Do you want your Darth Vader back since you don't have it? He's not answering. He's fallen asleep. If he doesn't answer, I know he said he didn't have... He's only just entered as well. He didn't say... He said he'd actually got rid of his... given his Vader away. So I will send him one of his Vaders back. So that means the others are both... I need a permanent marker. Come on, pens. Yay. You'll have to show me where to find that. Our second winner. Are you sure, okay? Because I know you don't have the Vader one. It is all good. We've got plenty to give out, and if you're missing it, then it's worth us sending you it back, mate. But second winner. Can you check to see if he's subbed for me, Foxy? And Foxy will want Darth Maul anyway. I won't call shenanigans on that one. You so you don't want... if you insist, Kay's giving you the Vader and the Maul as well, mate. I just had that one. No, I want Maul. Oops. There we go. So, that's Foxy's. And our third winner is Snowy. So, I'm 90% certain Snowy's going to want Obi-Wan or Maul. So, Snowy's just been round tonight, and the first thing I asked him was, Snowy, have you won any cards over the last couple of weeks that I need to give you? Oh no, never that lucky. So, and Snowy... Ooh. Snowy was the only one. Old man in a bathrobe, yes. There's definitely an Obi-Wan there. But you get this one as well, Snowy, because you donated tonight. So you get the Rebel Veteran Spot Gloss, but you have to put up with Shore Troopers on the back of it. So, thank you everyone again tonight. It's been a really good night. I'm going to do tomorrow night. There will be a giveaway tomorrow night as well. It's not going to be the same as this giveaway, but it will be a giveaway. I forgot to put Foxy on the back of that. It's more than likely, if I can get the scenery ready, we're going to paint the scenery, and I'll probably do a giveaway on the scenery. But any of the products that we're going to start playing around with and promoting that are getting sent out to us, we're basically going to give them away when we've, obviously brushes and stuff like that, when we've tried them, we've got extras to give away, a few bits and pieces like that. This sort of thing from Modifius, I've asked Modifius as well. I can't sell these in the shop because they're for personal use only, but I'm asked, as the same as I've done with Skullforge, if I can do giveaways on them. So obviously there's some nice bits and pieces. I haven't done the bottom, but there's some nice bits and pieces from those guys. The tank would be a huge paint job and giveaway. I might actually start that off air and do that bit by bit as well. So this is the sort of thing that we've been aiming for. We've got about 7 or 8 companies interested, and obviously with Foxy's brilliant help, because I struggle with some of the work that he's helping me with, we are managing to pick up bits and pieces here and there. I think, trying to remember the name of, we've got Rosemary and Co brushes coming in to do some bits and pieces with, and then we've got Da Vinci brushes as well. They're sending some over for us to try. As I say, we've got Corvus Terrain, who have sent us 3 files. So the 3 files that we've got at the moment are all suited to, 2 are suited to Marvel Crisis and 1 for Legion. So we're going to do the Marvel Crisis one first. Yeah, the brushes look at all the stuff that we've been working towards and getting and that sort of stuff do look really promising. And as I say, there's gonna be little bits of giveaway where I can, same as the Gamers Grass stuff we did. There was a load of Gamers Grass stuff to give away, and as I say, I don't mind. It's coming to us for free, so us passing it on to you guys is my pleasure. So thank you everyone for putting up with me quickly rattling through some bits and pieces to start off the I keep going to call them the name on the Thingiverse, but not Thingiverse, on Skullforge, but Bad Batch, they look quite good. I need to base them, and I need to do a couple of bits and pieces. Just, I didn't want to go too far. He needs that work doing on his head. That's going to be interesting. But yeah, quite happy with the new look screen, so I can read everything that's going on the right hand side. I can see me. I can move the screen around. Tomorrow night we have got, that's it, I'm hoping to either get that done or something else that I've been speaking to Snowy about. We are stepping in on Monday for Rasta. We're going to do a Monday from 7 as well, because Rasta's away and Nannybot's being called into emergency work. So we'll be doing a Monday night stream, and I'm thinking of doing some something Monster Apocalypse related, or Monster Apocalypse related. Maybe it's either a building or paint one of the figures like that. So we still have the list of suggestions that people made for bits and pieces to do on the stream. Some of them we're working out to get the bits for. But thank you everyone that subbed tonight, cheered, donated, just sat with us and watched. That sort of thing was absolutely brilliant for me. Just being here with you lot, it's worth it. I'll get all the prizes out again probably Friday, or people who I know can collect them when I see them. And I shall see everyone soon. Thank you all for watching again, and catch you tomorrow. Stay safe.